Okay, so I know we've had a little time before this to work in with Adobe Premiere prior to this. If you need to work with some of those things on how to set up your videos and folders or open Premiere and get a new project started, I encourage you to go back and check those videos. This is assuming you know some of that stuff to give you a handful of troubleshooting or just Adobe Premiere editing tips that you might want to use. Now, first thing is to make sure you get your workspace set. So I have found my files down here in the bottom left-hand corner. And what I can do here, I'm in the media browser. Again, I went through and found my videos where I wanted to go. And I came in here. Now I can make this window a bit larger to see some of these thumbnail videos a bit better. If I wanted more space over here in the timeline, I can go ahead and work through some of these things right here to get it set up like I want, just like I can with the window up here with my preview and my pending video. So anyway, those things are helpful. If you don't see something down here, like for example, when I opened this project a few minutes ago, over in this box down here, I saw my project, I saw info, effects, and some other tabs, history. I did not see media browser. So I went up here to window, I came down to workspace, and I came down here to reset current workspace. It brought all my normal tools up that I'm used to be seeing, and it brought my media browser tab back into play down here. So again, that's window, workspace. Go down to reset current workspace and you should be good. Now in some of those previous videos it talked about how to get set up with what videos to get in here first and where to get those and how to do things. And so you can get videos into your timeline a few different ways. You can drag them straight over if you'd like to. You can take them up into the preview window up here and you can get things set, and I'll show you some of that here. I'm scrubbing through the videos I have, working to find an interview, because as we learned on some of the things, interviews are what you generally lay down first. So you could bring this over here to video 1. Remember, we change sequence settings. If you keep existing settings, you're going to probably have some black bars. Your videos aren't going to show up right. Let's go ahead and change our sequence settings here. My video shows up down here, and now I can edit it and scrub through and decide what I want to keep. Now my other option for that is I could also double click it and it comes up here into this preview window. I can scrub it and go through it just the same. But what I could do, let's say I wanted to, right before she lifts that up, right here, I want to start that. I'm going to hit I on the keyboard and I'm going to create an endpoint, and you see it made like a little blue-green line there. And then let's say I want to scrub through to what she talks about. She's talking about that a little bit, and right after her mom gets done taking it and talking about it. So she's done there, and now they're moving on to the second one. So I'm going to hit O, the letter O for an out point. And you see now I've selected there what I want. I can come up here, I can drag this down, and it's going to give me just that clip for my timeline. I stuck it in 2. I can bring it down here into 1 for both of these things and be in good shape. But it's just that part of the clip where she's talking about her little Pluto drawing that she did here. So that's one thing we can do. We talked about adding other video into the mix here, and so you can drag other video into here as B-roll. If I was going to sandwich it, let's say, between 2 of her clips, I could have B-roll here that comes there, my video 2, which is higher, clips to her there, and then we go back there. This, a lot of times in your interviews, it hides edits from one talking point to the next, and we see right in here, it bridges that gap between the 2 different pieces, maybe so it's not so awkward. Let's say I don't want this audio, though, from that second video clip. You see I select the first video and audio clip here, I select the second one, video 2 here. I can come up here to clip, I can go to unlink, and now I can clip just on the video or just on the audio. And let's say I don't want the audio, I can click down there on that audio track and I can delete it so it's not causing any issues of sound in my piece if I just want her speaking or something like that. Now the other thing, if you want to fine tune and zoom in a little bit with things, we can come down here to this bottom bar and I can pull it closer, and that's basically, if you notice the timeline at the very top, we're just zooming in on the track. So I can do some more fine-tune editing and maybe find exactly where I want to clip this thing at. If I want to, remember this razor tool over here does allow me to clip, and I can come in here and just clip that. If I come back to this arrow and move this, we see now that I clipped this right here. And I could move that if I wanted to. I could delete it entirely. But this down here will allow me to, if I stretch it to the right, make things so I can see more of what's going on my video, or I can zoom in on some of the minutia. This is especially helpful if you come down into your audio track sometimes and you want to look and see what the person is saying with some of that stuff. So anyway, and that's really a few more of the tools that will help you with this round of editing in Adobe Premiere. A lot of the basic tools you have. The next video that you're going to see is how to drop lower thirds in, and that will help you when you all get done with the entire video of dropping your source's name, who's talking, or maybe some other text elements that you want into the video. Thanks for watching.